Okay, now we're gonna take a close look at the fire pit. And the fire pit exterior construction appears to be complete. The caps are in, and the caps were cut to the diameter of the fire pit. Just took some extra cutting, but that worked out well. And otherwise everything's in. Now, a few things that need to be done to complete the fire pit is the burner needs to be raised. Right now it's down about 6.5, 7 inches, and it needs to come up to 3 inches from the top. That's the approximate desired height of that. So we need to add an extension to that, and then we need to talk about the material mixture. They have 3/4 inch grout in there right now, and a little sand. And I believe the proper way to do it, or at least the prescribed way, is to use smaller pebbles up to about the bottom of the burners, and then silica sand on top of the burners, completely covering the burners, and then the lava rock or glass on the very top, which we've already selected. So they had put just a little sand in what appears to be 3/4 inch rock, and we need to do smaller pebbles and silica sand once the burner is raised up to within 3 inches of the top. And also the burner needs to be turned upside down, not right side up. Right now it's right side up, and we're going for the upside down setup on that. In terms of the actual caps on the fire pit, again, a lot of them got discolored and scratched. This one's got looks like a line drawn down the center of it, like they were going to cut it there or something. And looks like something spilled on to that one, and these few look okay. And when you get to this one right here, it looks like there's some type of chemical or something that was spilled on that block. Again, just due to what appears to be, working and a little carelessness. So we're going to have to decide which one of these are going to be replaced or cleaned up, if that's possible. And one other thing that I can see on the fire pit is, if you look closely at the block where they cut in the gas key right there, right above the center of the gas key, just to the left, it looks like some of the texture was inadvertently scraped off. I'm gonna put my finger right there to actually point to it. It looks like the texture is gone right there, like it broke away right there. Because if you look just a little to the right of that, you don't see that. Sorry with the camera here. Okay, we're back to it. So if you look straight above the key, to the left the texture is gone, to the right it's not. Right there, it's like it broke off probably when they were cutting it, and that really sucks there, and that just doesn't look professional. Should have been done better than that, frankly. I realize cuts are necessary, but that was pretty noticeable, yet they still installed it like that. I'm going to walk around the rest of the fire pit, see if there's any other problems or issues with the blocks. So far, so good. I got to squeeze in here to this corner. Sorry for the top view, but I'm squeezing. Right there, it looks like there's a piece of cement or something. Yeah, it looks like it's a drip, and there's some buildup right there of the mortar that they put it on. That could have been easily scraped away, but they were rushing and didn't do that. So you see some of the mortar dripping. see it at the bottom as well, a lot of it. So it looks like even when the flagstone is in there, you're going to see some of the mortar for the bottom, or it's actually maybe it's the concrete. So we'll have to talk about how to rectify that as well. But again, overall, the fire pit looks good. The construction and craftsmanship was good, just a little careless. So we want to get this fire pit taken care of, hopefully as soon as possible. Get the fire ring raised up, turned upside down 3 inches from the top, and then ensuring that we're using small rock, pea gravel is what it's called. So on top of the 3/4 inch rock, pea gravel up to the bottom of the burner upside down. So the gas is coming out downward, so it will disperse, and it will disperse through the pea gravel, and then we'll put very fine silica sand right on top of the burner, just about a 1/2 inch or so of that if we can, and then about another 1.5 inches or so of the fire rock that we picked out, which I believe was called Tropical, which is blue, green, and clear if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's the fire pit right there, and I'm anxious to finish the rest of the work there and get that completed, along with the garden wall, and then that phase of the project will be done, and we can focus on finishing up the flagstone and getting that done right, hopefully with few or no other sloppy mistakes and stuff that will be potentially costly in time, labor, money, all of the factors. So let's just hopefully get this wrapped up soon. So now we're going to take a look at the fence in the front yard, and I just noticed this weekend that there's some concrete splash on the front fence and the stucco. When they laid the concrete, this is where they had the concrete equipment hooked up, so it looks like some got oversprayed and splashed onto the fence here. And I'll zoom in a little bit, and it's not really bad, but it's noticeable. There's a piece of concrete right there. There's some other spots right there, and just about, I don't know, 30 or 40 little spots, and then it splashed a little bit onto the stucco, so not a huge deal, but I'd like to get that cleaned off as well, since that's part of the job, and that could have been wiped off right away when it occurred, but they probably missed it because they were focused on the concrete job. So anyway, we'd like to get that taken care of as well, and that's all on this fence right here.